Okay, well, I don't promise una still two videos them concerning this chemistry. Um, we are still they reflect on the questions them way Amara being asked. So for fully answer that first question about the different kind elements where the electron they cause as it they change, I still get for explain small more about the electron. And right now I get for try for talk about five things about the electron. Within the electron is shell, within the relation of the shell on the periodic table, within an orbit, within the electron energy, and how you write the scientific notation of the electron, so which cell it is and which orbit it is. The main reason why they try for explain this in detail, but not too important for forestry, but we get for see certain chemicals them where they're important for feed the plant or for give the plant medicine. So we don't get this understanding, but the chemistry it not gonna look too strange to you. So I start with the first thing, the shell. So I be don't tell you say the elements it gets in nucleus, when at the proton and the neutron, and around the nucleus, the electron they fly. However, that explanation they very simple, now more for secondary school. Where you want go university level, you know they talk again for say the electron it circle the nucleus like how the moon they circle the earth. You get more of what they call shell, just like how your basket shell. Now so the electron that they in a shell around the nucleus. So what's important for understand is then the number the shell them. The shell with the inside now number one, then number two, and then relate to the periodic table. So with this illustration we will show you period one, period two, period three, now period four, 5, 6, and 7, and all the period that they show the elements the way they are the same line, and then they are the same um, shell upon the electron. So what you need to understand is the electron that they inside the shell, and each shell gets within that they call orbital. So inside the shell, the orbital, you can say the electron then they dance inside the orbit, inside the shell. So you get two things there. You get the shell and then you get the orbit where they dance inside the shell. So today will be the talk for say electron then they inside the shell where then they circle around the um, that center where not the nucleus, but down there we're not going to talk again. Right now we they get the shell, we get a number, then we get the orbit, we get a letter. So now so we they describe usai the electron then they give them the shell in number and the orbit in letter. And not to like that first time we will say we they fill the first shell first, then we go to the second, then we go to the third. Right now, because we they try for describe all the elements them, this is not the new method for describe them. For able to describe the electron them, they make this table. On the left, you they see the different shells them. Then you they see the S, the P, the D, and the F orbits them of the electron them. So if you want to describe the electron them, now the different orbit them, you start with the S, you follow this red arrow. Then you they go up again, then you count down, you see another S, you go up, you count down again, you see the P, and then S. Then when you go up again, now so you follow this red line for C if now the S, now the P, or now the D you they fill. So this now the order of how you they fill the electron them, now the shell and now the orbits them of the elements. So what I want to tell you is that electron from another element can just jump inside any orbit of any existing other element. So how chemists then they write now inside the electron they first then they write the number of the shell 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6 or 7, the letter of the orbital, and then the number of electrons within inside that orbital. So here they see an example. Okay, first we just start with hydrogen as an example. We know say hydrogen it just gets one electron and it gets one shell. So the way we're then write them, now the number 1 for the shell, then the S where now the name of the orbital and now just one green electron there inside that orbital. So 1s1, now the way they describe the electron for hydrogen. So the other example I give now fluorine. Fluorine get 9 electrons them. Inside the first shell, it gets 2 electrons inside the s orbit. Inside the second shell, it gets 2 electrons inside the s orbit. And inside the second shell, it get the p orbit back again. We get 5 electrons. So now so you the right term. 1s2, 2s2, 2p5.